guys. I hadn't planned on shooting a video, but I kind of need a bridge between what I'm shooting now and what I plan on shooting, since I'm kind of still in a holding pattern right now. So Duo is essentially very far behind because of the lockdown and them being completely shut down for like 6 months. They are very far behind. Yes, I'm at the top of the list, but I have to wait for them to train the dog and train their trainers because they've hired 4 new people since they opened back up. And one would assume, at least this is Mom's theory, that they are like reshuffling the training manual. So I will review what I need to review, but I will most likely have a completely different set of instructions than when I went down last year. And the way I'm looking at this, I don't think they'll get to the team training until next year. It depends on how fast they go through stuff. If the weather is nasty in the next couple of months, but the weather pattern's saying it's going to go up and down, so who knows. But anyway, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to catch up with themselves because I don't know how they're doing things now. I know they're doing clients one at a time, which given how COVID is, that makes sense. But I'm like trying to figure out, I just don't have the exact details, and I'm just essentially waiting for them to catch up with themselves, and I don't know how long that's going to take. So so at this point it may be next year before I go back down there, but I'm ready anytime essentially for whatever they throw at me. I don't know if they'll still have guidelines in place by next year, and the guidelines could completely change depending on what their governor says, what the governor of Missouri says. So who knows? And one would hope they're not as bad as it is here in Illinois. So we'll see. But we'll see. Yeah, so I'm essentially in a holding pattern until they can get things moving, and I don't have anything from them except that I know they did their big fundraiser, which is kind of like the one PGI does every year, virtually. PGI also did their big fundraiser virtually, mostly because they have a big turnout for these things, which you obviously can't have during COVID. So, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I don't even know how my holiday plans are going to go at this point because my brother and his wife just moved to Kansas City, and I am trying to figure out what my friend Jeremy is going to be doing, whether he's going to be coming into town or not. So I'm like, I just have a lot of stuff that's just kind of up in the air. That's maybe this will happen, maybe it won't. And I mean, like everything else this year, it's just kind of been turned on its head, and I have a better idea of what I'm doing with Duo now, but I don't know when I'm doing it. It seemed that Pamela didn't know when they were going to call for team training, and I don't know how long it's going to take them to train the dog for me, even though I am like their first person from out of state that they plan to work with. So we'll see. I don't know if they've placed any dogs yet, since they've opened back up. I don't know how long it's going to take them to actually. And that was Mom interrupting my video. But yeah, so everything's just kind of up in the air right now, and I don't know when I'm going back down there, and I'm just kind of waiting for them to get themselves sorted out. But nobody was expecting them to hire new people. Nadine is no longer there. They have a new client services person, which is the main person that I will be working with. So Mom's actually happy about that, because she wasn't really happy with how Nadine was interacting with the dogs or with the people she was working with. She didn't think it was very effective. And so, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at as far as where that's gonna go. And I will try to have this video up at the normal time, even though I am very busy today and tomorrow, because I am going to vote today. So get out and vote if you're in the United States, and do your part. And I am going to get my hair cut tomorrow, so I'm going to be pretty busy like the next 2 afternoons. But I'll get this video up. It's not going to take that long to edit. Later today. I'm probably not going to have time to edit it until I get back from voting, because my dad is coming a little earlier than he had planned, so he's coming in about half an hour. And so I'll try to get this up at the normal time. Get it lit up, edited later this afternoon. So until I have some more news, instead of a rambling video with my thoughts and feelings on what's not happening, I'll see you guys in the next one.